And welcome back, everybody. Like I haven't been gone for 8 months. How's everybody doing? Everything's going good on my side here. So let's go ahead and let's talk about WrestleMania 41 happening this Saturday and Sunday. 18 hours worth of wrestling in 2 days. God help us all. All right, first things first, let's just talk about how on paper WrestleMania 41 just sucks. Like, it sucks. It's not that great of a show. Like, that's how I'm feeling. That seems to be the consensus for this year's WrestleMania. But as I was writing out my notes, I was like, man, it might sound like it sucks on paper, but there might actually be some banger matches involved with all this. So I think, hopefully, we're all going to be pleasantly surprised about this WrestleMania. So with that being said, let's get on with all the matches and my predictions and maybe some spoilers and how I would probably book this entire PLE. Okay, now we can get into it. All right, we are going to go off of what I saw is going to be the match lineups for night 1 and night 2. So obviously, we're going to be starting with night 1. First match we're going to be talking about is Jey Uso versus Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship. Okay, so like Gunther deserves a bigger program than what's happening right now with Jey. Not saying that this isn't a great matchup, but I think Gunther obviously is going to be on to the next level here in the WWE. He's not really used on TV that much as like a wrestling thing. Lately, he's just been kind of up there for like promos and stuff like that. So now he's kind of getting treated like a specialty act. Like, you know, he's somebody that you need to see when he's there. And as for Jey Uso, he is literally the most over person in WWE right now. I mean, he's even beaten Cody in merch sales, beaten Rhea Ripley in merch sales. Dude deserves it. The only thing I hate is that he's called Main Event Jey Uso. He's not even the main event. Now, I'm kind of on the fence with this match because I don't see Gunther losing a title again at WrestleMania. I mean, he lost last year. He lost the Intercontinental Championship to Sami Zayn last year. And this year, is he going to lose to Jey Uso? Yeah, probably. What I think is going to happen is that Gunther's actually going to get put into the WWE title program whenever the draft happens after WrestleMania. He's obviously going to go to SmackDown. I bet this is going to be a great match between Jey and Gunther. Jey's chest is probably going to look like chopped ham by the end of the match, and Gunther's chin is going to be like all the way over here from taking 49 super kicks. These two better put on a classic because a lot of people are kind of about this match, so if this is first, this needs to really set the tempo for WrestleMania weekend. I hope something great happens here. My winner, it's going to be Jey Uso. All right, now next up, we're going to be having the War Raiders versus the New Day for the World Tag Team Championships. I'm going to be honest, not really fully invested into this match. Look, we all know that the War Raiders are great, and we all know that the New Day is great, even though they are heels right now. I expect nothing but greatness in this match, really. I mean, they both can just beat the hell out of each other, and it's going to be fun to watch. There's only a couple things with this match I could see happening. One, War Raiders, they better have like some like major, awesome, like what, medieval-ish WrestleMania entrance, and it should just be incredible. Hopefully they have one. But the only other thing that I want to happen is that Big E gets involved. He doesn't have to get involved physically. He can just come down, provide like a great distraction, whatever it may be, just to cost the New Day the titles. For all we know, Big E has been cleared for a long time, but, you know, kayfabe and dirt sheets got to keep him, you know, still not cleared. So Big E comes back and interferes in the match and costs New Day the match. They deserve it. Jerks. Going with the War Raiders on this one. All right, then moving on. Next, we're going to be having Jade Cargill versus Naomi. Okay, let's get this out of the way. Naomi's promos lately have just been absolute fire. I'm thoroughly enjoying her little like backstage vignettes, whatever you want to call them. They have been great. They have been exceptional. I feel like Naomi's a little underrated. She is really good, and she doesn't get the respect that she deserves, in my opinion. But as for this match, Jade, like, is this really going to be like one of her major first solo matches that she's had at a pay-per-view? Because she's always seems to be like in a tag team, right? I mean, am I wrong? Especially if this match goes like 10, 12 minutes. I mean, Naomi is a great opponent for her, so it should be a good match. Naomi is pretty good at making people look great, so that's in Jade Cargill's favor here. How I think this match is going to happen, though, you know, Bianca's going to be at ringside. Obviously, she's going to be watching her two friends fighting, and she's going to be like, oh my God, I can't watch this anymore, so I'm going to get involved. But who does she help out? Naomi or Jade? Oh, that's easy. It's going to be Naomi. She's going to be turning on Jade. This has all been a big ploy. It has to be. Bianca's going to try to help out Naomi, and then Jade's going to be like, this ain't happening. And then she's just going to like hulk her up and like throw her across the ring. It's going to be great. And the best thing about this is it's going to be setting up Jade versus Bianca, which we've been wanting to see since day one. I'm excited for that match too. Is it going to happen at what, Backlash is next? I don't know. I don't think so. I would rather see that match happen at SummerSlam. But as for the winner of this match, we all know it's going to be Jade Cargill. She's going to get her first WrestleMania moment. All right, and then next up for the United States Championship, it is going to be L.A. Knight, versus Jacob Fatu. Do we even need to talk about this match? This is probably going to be one of the best matches on night one. I want to see LA Knight mock Jacob Fatu a couple of times. You know, like how he does the, you know what I'm talking about. You've seen it. I've seen it. You got two super athletic dudes just getting ready to beat the hell out of each other, and gonna be a good match. It's gonna be a great match. But this is what I think might happen. Probably gonna be wrong. But this is what I think is gonna happen. Jacob, obviously, he's gonna be winning the title. But I can see like Solo being like, thank you, Jacob. I love you, Jacob. You have won the United States title for us. And then he like tries to take the title off of Jacob and like hold it himself. And then Jacob's gonna look at him like, who in the blue hell do you think you are? So either Jacob's gonna like submit to it and be like, all right, I'm just going to keep an eye on everything. Or he's just going to end up like super kicking Solo halfway across Las Vegas. And then he's just going to keep the title and he's going to turn face. We all want to see a face Jacob Fatu right now. Admit it. This man is great. He is so over also. And we all know that Tama Tonga is going to try to get involved. And, you know, Jacob's just going to flatten him as well. Or he might go with Jacob. Main point of this, great match, great opponents. Someone's turning, and Jacob Fatu. Welcome to having the United States Championship. All right, next up for the Women's WWE Championship, it is going to be Tiffany Stratton versus Charlotte Flair. Okay, so these two have just put like a great spin on their match. It went from least talked about to every single blog not shutting up about it. Just because they went into business for themselves with their shoot promo that ended up being pretty good, they have taken this opportunity to make this match bigger than probably what everybody thought it was going to be. So congrats to you two for making this match important. You know, everybody's all for it now. Now, Charlotte does not deserve to win at all because she's had plenty of WrestleMania moments. She's at the point in her career where it's time for her to start putting people over. Charlotte Flair needs to quit thinking about Charlotte Flair and, you know, actually be a team player for once. Just because she's Ric Flair's daughter doesn't mean that she should get everything that she wants, and I can go on for the next hour and a half about this. Tiffany has great abilities as a wrestler, and Charlotte has great abilities as a wrestler, but the thing is, between the two of them, like, they only work really well with certain people. They don't work well with everybody that they're in the ring with. I think these two are going to work well with each other, especially if they have some kind of in real life, you know, heat with each other. That's going to make this match even more awesome. So between me and everybody else that I have read on social media, we're really pulling for Tiffany Stratton here. Charlotte doesn't need any of this. Honestly, I'd be okay if she retired tomorrow and went away with Becky Lynch. Triple H, please do the right thing. Make Tiffany Stratton the winner. Have her retain because that's what I'm going with. Tiffany Stratton, make us all proud. I do hope that you two have a great match, though. All right, then next up, we're going to be having Rey Mysterio versus El Grande Americano. This is going to be probably the sleeper match of the whole night, and it's just going to be phenomenal. Expect some fun shenanigans to happen, especially with the LWO and American Made outside of the ring. God, I hope somebody launches Joaquin Wilde halfway up the ramp at some point. I love when he does that. It just looks so great on camera. And he is like 30 feet in the air. Tell me I'm wrong, and you love to see it. I do think we're going to get a part in the match where Rey Mysterio is going to demask, you know, Americano, and it's not going to be Chad Gable. You know damn well there's going to be somebody hiding under the ring dressed exactly the same as Chad Gable, same size, same kind of built, probably the same tan, And yeah, they were all gonna be like, what's going on? And then Chad's gonna be like, I told you it wasn't me, because he's gonna roll from the other side of the ring, and everyone's just gonna be like, what just happened here? This match better go on before the main event, because this will get the crowd super hyped. Please don't let us down, Ray. Please don't let us down, El Grande Americano. Chad Gable, we know it's you. My prediction on this one, it's gonna be Ray, but it's gonna be so much fun. God, I can't wait to see this match. And then finally for night one, we're gonna be having Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns versus CM Punk in a triple threat match for the love of Paul Heyman. That's what I'm just gonna say. So I am filming this episode Tuesday, the 15th, the day after Monday Night Raw. And after watching Raw last night, I thought to myself, they have literally just set up everything for Seth to become a Paul Heyman guy. I kind of feel like Paul's facial expressions gave away a little bit too much last night. There was a point when Seth first came out and he started roasting Roman, and then Paul was like standing in the back like, yeah, you're getting this right now. Paul will be in CM Punk's corner like the entire match, except for at the very end. Should CM Punk get his first WrestleMania main event win? Technically, yes. Yeah, he really should. I mean, it's been like 10 years, 11 years for him to get this match, and then him not winning, that's kind of wrong, but I don't think he's going to win. Think about it from last night on Raw. I mean, at the very end, Seth hit Roman with the chair, just like the Shield days. God, that was heartbreaking as well. And then also gave Punk a stomp, gave Roman a stomp again, and then let Paul Heyman just be okay. It's gonna happen. It's gonna have to happen. I can't really think of any other ways on how they would book this match, but if you have a better idea, leave it down in the comment section below. But I'm gonna go with the main winner on this one, Seth Rollins, earning his love of Paul Heyman. All right, now on to night two. Let's talk about Io Sky versus Rhea Ripley versus Bianca Belair for the Women's World Championship. This better open night two, by the way. As I was thinking about this match, let's be honest here. Rhea Ripley does not need a WrestleMania moment. Bianca Belair does not need her WrestleMania moment. She's had one. Either way, but it's Io Sky's turn. We all know Io Sky is one of the best women's wrestlers that the WWE has. What I do think is going to happen with this match, we are going to see Jade Cargill come down to the ring, beat the living hell out of Bianca, and take her out of the match. I expect that to happen because, you know, a little bit of revenge from the night before. Don't expect Bianca to be winning here. And if you want to go back a little further with history, hasn't Rhea Ripley not beaten Io Sky ever? Or is it just for titles? I can't remember. But Triple H does have a big love for Rhea Ripley. In a weird way, I kind of think Rhea Ripley reminds him of China. I said that. I said it out loud. I don't care. Now, since this is a triple threat match, you know, there's no rules involved. Who might come back for this match? Will Kairi Sane come back to help out Io Sky? Will Asuka come back to help out Io Sky? Or will they come back to help her and then attack her afterwards? Either way, I'm cool with whatever happens as long as Io Sky wins. But most importantly, I hope Io Sky does some kind of just crazy, insane spot because we all know she's good for that. We're not going to get the trash can over her and then the, you know, hop for life because that's amazing. Io better have something planned for this match because we're all just waiting for it. Anyways, my prediction, I'm going to go with Io Sky. All right, and then next up for the Intercontinental Championship, it is going to be Braun Breaker versus Dom Mysterio versus Finn Balor versus Penta. Hear me out. If Dom wins this, I would be 100% okay with that. Just putting that out there. I like that Braun Breaker's kind of like a tweener now, you know, like he can be heel. He can act as a face too, and I think this brings a different dynamic to him, and I really enjoy it. He doesn't care who he faces as long as he breaks somebody in half with one of his spears. I don't even understand how a man can run like 25 miles per hour. That's just like insane to me. Finn Balor has been booked pretty for a while now, but like the past couple of weeks, I feel like he's been booked pretty strong. So hopefully this is like turning a new leaf for him, and hopefully this is going to put him on a different path of finally getting the recognition, the whatever it is that he deserves, because he deserves it. This match is going to end up causing an implosion between Dom and Finn, Judgment Day, and I'm also okay with that because Judgment Day now, this program's been going on since Edge? What's that, like 3 years ago now? I mean, it's been different iterations of the Judgment Day, but it's still the Judgment Day overall. Penta is probably going to be insane in this match, and it's going to be great because he's going to have like 3 other people that just throw across the ring, throw himself across the ring, and it's gonna be a good time. I don't know how many times I have to say each match is gonna be a good time, but it's gonna be a good time. I don't think that Penta is gonna win this one, because now that Rey Fenix, everybody says it different. Now that he's in there, I think we are gonna be getting the Penta and Rey as tag team champions eventually. I think Braun Breaker is a good Intercontinental champion, but probably better than some of the past ones, because this is probably the most love, the IC title was gotten. I don't even think like Sami Zayn did a good job with it. I'm sorry. So there's only one other guy that could bring some kind of prestigiousness to the Intercontinental Championship, and that's going to be Finn Balor. Next up, we're going to be having Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre in a Sin City street fight. If somebody does not get put through a craps table, a poker table, a bank of slot machines thrown on top of them, or jumped off of, I'm going to be really mad. This match might end up being one of the best matches of the night. I don't see these two trying to disappoint anybody at all. I feel like Damian and Drew really like to put on the best show that they can whenever they are out in the ring, and they're definitely not going to disappoint. My biggest concern is Drew going to be okay really for the match? Is he going to hold back a little bit, because he split his head open again on SmackDown? I knew something happened when he tripped, or he got thrown into the steps, and he went down, and he caught the corner of his head, or caught the corner of the stairs on his head again, where he got hit from when Punk smashed his head open with the toolbox back in, what was it, Hell in a Cell, I think it was. When it happened, I was like, he just got hurt. He literally just hurt himself after getting glass out of his eye. He hurt himself on ring steps. My biggest concern with this match is that the crowd treats it as a bathroom break. I hope that does not happen at all. I honestly feel like this might be one of the biggest matches of the night. So stick around for it. It should be good, as long as there's really cool spots in it. And my winner is going to be Drew McIntyre. All right, moving on. We are going to be having Randy Orton versus somebody. We're not going to find out until SmackDown. Hell, we might not even know till WrestleMania. But here are some people that I would like to see him face. We got a little bit of a tease on this past SmackDown for Solo Sikoa. I don't think that'd be a good match. Better not be Solo. Or how about Karrion Kross? These two would have a great match together. And Karrion, I think, is going to be getting a big push here after WrestleMania. He got his old entrance back and everything. Obviously, Triple H got something involved for him, and I'm here for it. Or could it be Sheamus? I mean, he tweeted out, he was like, yo, I'm available. I got nothing going on for WrestleMania. How about you fight me? My dumb pick, but I would probably have a better chance of becoming 6'5" by the end of this video than Shane McMahon showing up. If you do show up, Shane, please don't blow your quads out this time. Who do you think you are, your dad or Kevin Nash? All right, now, hear me out on this. Alexa Bliss. Why not? Oh, and it's not just Alexa Bliss. She's going to be bringing in Uncle Howdy as well. This might be a little throwback to Randy versus The Fiend, and Alexa's just, doing her job. But who I really want and who everybody else wants is Nick Aldis. Come on, the guy's still jacked. The dude's still in great shape, and he's taken 2 RKOs now. The man needs a little bit of respect. I really, really hope this is how they go, and it'll just be fantastic. So please, let's all hope for the best thing to happen. Randy Orton versus Nick Aldis, and it's obviously going to be Randy Orton winning. But I don't think this is going to be the last we see of Randy Orton on night 2. More on that later. All right, now moving on to AJ Styles versus Logan. Long time. AJ Styles is a great opponent for Logan because Logan's a high flyer. So is AJ Styles, even though he's, 47, 48, something like that? The man can still go. That man must take a shot of stem cells every single morning. That's the only thing I can think. These two are going to make each other look great in this match, and who knows, this might be another match of the night candidate as well. This is probably going to be one of the last WrestleManias for AJ Styles. I know he said he didn't want to go past 50, I think is what it was. So who knows, hopefully it's not, but it probably is going to be one of the last ones. So I don't really think they're going to let him lose, right? Logan Paul is good on his own, whether he wins or he loses. We love to hate him regardless. Both dudes deserve this WrestleMania win, but I'm just going to go with AJ Styles, and this is probably going to be a 4-star match. All right, and then for the World Women's Tag Team Championship, it is going to be Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez versus Bayley and Lyra Valkyria. If any of you remember watching the tag team turmoil match, whatever you want to call it, the other night, why are we not giving this opportunity to Katana Chance and Caden Carter. My God, like they were in the ring for like 3 minutes and they just did like every move possible. These two are the ones that deserve this match. Those two are spectacular and they are slept on and it makes me angry. Now, Liv Morgan has just been exceptional over the past year and some change. I think she has done pretty well for herself. And I don't think that she needs the tag titles anymore. I think after this match, it's going to end up Liv Morgan going after Lyra's Intercontinental Championship. I also feel like Bayley is, I don't want to say kind of like an afterthought, you know, in all of this, but I don't think she's been getting the love that she deserves. And hopefully her becoming a tag team champion with this program, with Lyra, is going to be good for her. I really, really hope it is. I am not the biggest fan of Raquel. I don't know what it is. I don't think she like can connect with the audience or something. Like she tries, but she's not quite there yet. I feel like if they end up losing the titles at WrestleMania, you know, her and Liv, like this is going to cause the Judgment Day a bigger implosion, and I think Raquel is probably going to get lost in the shuffle out of all of this. I really feel like she's just going to get pushed to the back and no one's even going to think twice about her. I could be completely wrong about that. Maybe I'm not. But if they do end up losing the titles, I can see Raquel attacking Liv also. And maybe that would set up Liv versus Raquel for a little bit. And then Liv goes after Lyra's Intercontinental Championship. That could be a thing. But as you can tell, my prediction on this is going to be Bayley and Lyra. But the main point out of all of WrestleMania, I think, is the final of the Judgment Day. It's time. And then finally, we are going to be having John Cena versus Cody Rhodes for the WWE Championship. This is how I would book this match. John Cena is going to be coming out to the ring by himself because it's his last WrestleMania. I'll hold back the tears after the video. I'll hold back the tears. I'll cry during his entrance. This match is probably going to go like 40 minutes, I would assume. And please have this thing be so overbooked that it's just mind-blowing the whole entire match. I would say the first half, 3/4 is just going to be back and forth between the two. And it's going to be good. It's going to be a slugfest. It's going to be a lot of moves. It's going to be moves you probably never seen either one of them do before. And probably somewhere, obviously, at like the 3/4 mark of the match, I think The Rock is going to come out. And he's going to see that, you know, Cena's kind of struggling to beat Cody. The Rock's going to get into the ring and the ref's going to be like, hey, you get out of here or something. And Rock's going to be like, hey, if you even remotely call this as a DQ, count me out or whatever, I'm going to fire your ass like you did last time. And he's probably just going to throw one of the refs out of the ring because he's The Rock. Who's going to fire The Rock? Nobody. So that's how they're going to get around the DQ thing. So Rock's going to come out. He and Cena are going to beat the living hell out of Cody Rhodes. And then what's going to happen? Stone Cold's music's going to hit. He's probably going to ride his quad down to the ring. He's going to hop in the ring and start beating up on The Rock, start beating up on Cena. And that's probably only going to last so long. Cody's going to be dead over here in the corner, by the way. The Rock and Cena will get the upper hand eventually on Stone Cold. And as Rock, Cena beating down Austin, Randy Orton's music's gonna hit. Again, fantasy booking. Randy's gonna come running down to the ring to help out Stone Cold. Randy's gonna hop in the ring, probably taking a couple of shots on Cena, probably throw Rock out of the ring, probably grab Austin, throw him out of the ring, be like, hey man, you stay safe over there. And then he's gonna go over, pick up Cody, be like, hey man, let's hurry up and get this thing over with. And boom, hits him with an RKO. And then we find out that Randy Orton has sold his soul to The Rock. Is that when The Rock will do one finger now and he'll be like, you know how he does it. Randy's gonna go over to Cena, pick him up, be like, hey man, I was just kidding about this. Throws him on top of Cody. Ref counts 1, 2, 3. Cena becomes a 17-time champion. So at the end of WrestleMania, you're gonna see Cena, Randy, and Rock all celebrating together. Cena's gonna end up being champion for probably the rest of the year towards the very end, maybe till Survivor Series-ish. And then somehow at Survivor Series, I would assume, we're gonna be getting Cena probably getting betrayed by Randy Orton at some point. And Cena's gonna be like, do I really want to end my career being a piece of garbage? No, I don't think I do. And then he'll end up turning face, back to face, at Survivor Series. And then we're gonna end up getting Cena versus Randy Orton for the WWE Championship. Randy Orton is gonna be the one to retire John Cena. That's how it should go. That's how I really want it to go. And then as for Cody Rhodes, it's gonna be Cody versus Orton, probably like the Rumble or something like that. And it'll keep going, and then we'll probably get Randy, Cody at WrestleMania for a rubber match for their third time, and then we're probably gonna get Cody as champion again. Cody hasn't been that great of a champion. It hasn't grasped my attention. Am I the only one that feels that way? But that's how I would book the final match of WrestleMania 41, Night 2, John Cena becoming champion. All right, and any other appearances, returns, other stuff we should talk about? Maybe we're going to get Rusev returning. Probably going to be the Raw after WrestleMania or the SmackDown after WrestleMania. Aleister Black is supposed to be returning. Will that happen at WrestleMania? I don't think so. It'll probably happen at the Raw after WrestleMania. My wishful thinking, as always, now that Paige is available, maybe we'll get a little appearance from Paige. And again, because I always have to say this, AJ Lee, when are you coming back? We all love you, and we all miss you, and we all love you, and we all love you. By the way, we love you. Oh, and also, if Travis Scott shows up, I hope Cody gives him his receipt. All right, guys, that's all my predictions and everything that I think that's going to be happening at WrestleMania 41. What do you think is going to be happening? Leave your predictions down in the comments section below. And for everything else, guys, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching. Hopefully more than 6 of you see this. And YouTube, hey, help me out here as well. So you guys have a great day. Stay awesome. And I'll see you back here next time.